fighting or serving. There can be no upward development without struggle, unless love is kindled to such ardor that man now serves in love, and then fighting is no longer necessary. But as long as the will to love is still weak, man will have to fight with himself, with his desires and vices, because ego love is still too strong, and to defeat it demands a hard struggle. And this is the conscious work of the soul that man should do during his life on earth. As soon as he has reached a high degree of love, all ego love in man is suffocated, and he will only be devoted to his fellow human beings. He will serve in truth because love drives him to it. But he will feel happy in this serving love. As long as ego love still dominates a person, it is difficult for him to understandable that serving charity could make him happy, because he always wants to claim for himself what the unselfish neighbor love, however, voluntarily. But man changes in feeling and thinking when he has given up his self-love. He now recognizes the inner happiness in works of charity. It drives him to intervene in a helping way. The love within him is the driving force that he cannot resist. Any struggle with himself, with desires and vices, has come to an end, and he will only ever work on himself to still discard all faults and vices that limit the degree of love. And he will also achieve it, because now the divine love principle prevails, and because he is always less oppressed by the forces which are without love. Which is why he now also no longer needs to fight against the forces, because his love repels them. Fight or serve. Only in this way can you develop upwards, but your free will always belongs to this, because as soon as this is not ready, you will succumb in the fight and deepen more and more the I love in you, and then the opponent has an easy game. Then the ruling willing principle will strengthen in you. You will take advantage of your fellow men and deny them any love service. You will make yourselves a useful tool of the opponent of God, but never rise upwards. You must not abandon yourselves to this adversary without a fight, and you will also never be without strength if you earnestly want to defeat him, to defeat your own cravings and weaknesses, because this strength comes to you with an earnest will to win the victory. And then opportunities will present themselves to you where your serving help is needed, and as soon as you have practiced giving love without having a selfish thought, then you will also feel the inner happiness that such an act of love brings. All self-love is a part of the enemy of your soul, and therefore seek to get it out of you. Free yourselves from everything that still belongs to him. Let the pure divine love flare up in you, which will make you far more than what you strive to achieve in self-love. Fight against all desires in you and perform voluntary services of love. This must be said to you again and again so that you may successfully leave earthly life behind, so that your souls may mature for the spiritual kingdom, where only what they have done on earth in works of love will be valued. And if she fails on earth, then she must try to reach the degree of love in the hereafter, which will bring her bliss, but this will then be extremely difficult because she lacks the strength to work with love which was abundantly available to her on earth, because then she will need much support and loving intercession which will provide her with strength. And if it then uses this in an unselfish way by helping the unfortunate, then it will also progress upwards. Then it will no longer need to fight because it serves in love. Amen.